All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one taken from the 7. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Ready, Henry, go tackle. Go. We got this. Watch the safety. Let's go. Set. Check. Kill. Check 43. Shift. Watch the shift. Check it out.
They'll run on first down. It's Morrison, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 26, check 26. 36. Go. No.
2nd and 3. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, check.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. I got you. Recon. 132 fighter. Ready.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Protect yourself, babe.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. Blue draw Corker. He's coming, double up. Now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets it to Humphreys. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
61, match box, right. Hey, exit. Go. Squeeze. General West. SOS. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Kramer. It's caught, Humphreys. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Ready? 57. Hey, Alpha. Protein spill. Here we go. Just there. Get it.
On first down, Kramer. His throw incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kramer. Flush to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. There's the stiff arm.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. Mike 14, Mike 46. Pull it. Ha. Watch the pass. Here we go. Up, go. Watch the ship. Hayward. Watch the ship. On the ball. Here's the mic. 14. 80 weapon. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey. Zip it. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Morrison. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throws right side, and that's complete. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down, Morrison. And he's got some space here. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch out. 49, check 49. Touchdown. Come on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly what the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check the backer, check the backer. Kill.
The give to Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Now. Shoot.
Back to throw. Kramer. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Kill. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Foxtrot. Look at me. Zipper. 57's the mic. You got nothing today. Keep gripping.
To throw on 3rd down. Kramer flushed out right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy. He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. That's it.
2nd and 10. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way. That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski. Ask around. They'll tell you. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 25, 25, check 25.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Morrison. There he goes, left side. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. It's a quarterback sneak. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
On the set. Check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Watch the curve, watch the curves. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. Don't take. Step. Ball trot. Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Here we go. Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Oh!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's a loss of 8. Makes it 3rd and goal.
That's what I'm talking about, defense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
I'm coming back.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Taylor. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Taylor. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Go!
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kramer, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Undercut. Hey, check 24. Hard. Switch. Watch the air. Go. Hey, echo. Check 9.
On 3rd down, Kramer. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right at the 35. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. 2nd and 13. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 35. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Taylor. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
61, matchbox, light. Go.
Operating from the gun, Kramer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Morrison. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6.
From the gun, Kramer escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 1st down. Kramer dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
218, chop it. 58's the money. 58's the money. I got it. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, wahoo, go. Get it.
Looking to throw. Kramer. And the catch made by Johnson. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back to throw. Kramer. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
80 weapons.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check 3, check 3, check 3. 57's the mic, rock 57. Let's go, tight end, let's go right here now. Check 15, check 15. Check safety, check safety. Pilot, 64, weak. 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
They're on 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
On 1st down, Morrison. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He's not going to get me.
Looking to throw. Kramer. He's going to rifle one deep. He's got a man. Complete. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Dante Pettis. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hatchet. Watch the safety creep. Go. Motion. Echo.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morrison. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
fact, will throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense. And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check it out, Reed. Go.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Second and 5. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
36, 36.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Down. 70, Indy. Leo.
And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Now a first throw here in overtime. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deshaun Hand able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Tressway now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Fielded at the 33. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Morrison, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. They'll try the left side. It's Morrison, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Brings up second
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Yes, yes. 58, boys, 58. Greystone, travel. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Check, watch that, watch that.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome of the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.